Hello everybody, Rope Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 5, and we are currently standing in my base area. We briefly looked at it at the end of the last episode, and again, this place is perfect for what I want to do. It's nice and open, we have a nice plains biome, and then we have BJ just over the hill there. He has a zombie village about a couple hundred blocks that way. And then we have DB over in that direction. So it doesn't look like right now that we're close to anybody, but I can assure you we do have neighbors close by. Now, while I was over here, I was doing some lighting down below, and usually with plain biomes that I've noticed, there are a lot of caves, and this is no exception. There is a huge cave system down below. And I started with a little cave there. There was a cave. Where is it? There's a cave right here. And yeah, basically everything down below that you see is all cave. Now, with that being said, something interesting happened while I was lighting up the cave system. So let me go ahead and show you that clip. As you can see, I found, well, Prowl found a double zombie spawner. Now, the funny story behind that and why I died so many times, well, died originally, is because my wife and I were listening to some Disney greatest hits. So, of course, I didn't have my headphones in. And, of course, the one time I didn't have my headphones in, there would be a double zombie spawner above my head. So they came pouring down, they killed me, and I figured it'd be best to record, especially because I needed help. So again, thanks to Prowl for coming to save the day to help me get my stuff. I lost my pants somehow, but I managed to grab another pair from their little end shop over in the spawn area. But with that, we do have ourselves a double zombie spawner, and look how perfectly these are set up. Normally when I see double spawners, they are just out of range of each other where they're both not activated, or one's a few blocks up or 8 blocks up that way, and then they're all offset and they're all awkward. But never have I seen two spawners set up so perfectly, which means the room that we're going to make is going to be very easy to make. And then, if you look at my Y coordinates, I am at Y54, and this is why I'm guessing we had so many zombies down below, because since we are at Y54, I did some checking over in Creative. If we actually stand on the surface where the grass is, these spawners are activated. So what I'm thinking, in addition to the base, we can have a little section off to the side where we bring the zombies down and then bring them up to the surface where we take care of them. And what I'm thinking is we create ourselves a zombie/drowned XP farm, because at this point I don't have any source of XP. We do have BJ's spider spawner over there, but it would be nice to have our own spawning area. So that is the plan for today's episode. Now let's go ahead and get started. We do need to dig out a nice room for the zombies to spawn in. And it's time for a progress update. I've been doing a lot of digging over the past few days, and with that, this episode is most likely going to come out late. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I did. We have a very large room here. So I realized last season when we made the skeleton spawner, I did it wrong. I wasn't actually bringing the skeletons out of detection range of the spawner. So this time, I wanted to do it right. And with that, Groova did release a video on mob spawners the other week about how to properly do it, so I went ahead and followed those instructions. And with that, if you haven't seen it, a card to it will be popping up in the top right corner, and a link to it will be down in the description below. So without giving away all the details, basically what we're doing is we're bringing the zombies out of detection range of the spawner, and then with that, they're going to come down a water stream going this way, they're going to fall into the trench, and then again they are going to go up to the surface somewhere where we are going to build the killer. So there we go. That is what I've been up to. Now let's go ahead and do some more digging. Before we move on, I'm just going to go ahead and place in the water now. And I just need to place in one more bucket. Now for some reason, when I place the water one block higher, I can't go every other block to make water sources, which was very weird. And the only reason I have torches up there right now is because without them, you won't be able to see a thing. So let's go ahead and, yeah, exactly. I'm even struggling to see it right now. So I know if I can't see it, you definitely cannot see it on your screen. So again, knocking this one out, nothing should be spawning. And that's because we do have torches on top of the spawners there. Now I do need to work out a way to actually break those torches, so that's going to be fun. And again, I do need to place blocks on top of the spawners so nothing actually spawns on top of the spawners. So I kind of didn't think that went through, but I'll worry about that later. We have this going, so the mobs will fall here, work their way down, and then once they get here, the water is being stopped by a sign, and then they'll fall into the trench, which I still have to finish digging out. And let's go ahead and pick up all of those loose torches. Don't want to lose those. So yep, this is working good. Now I just need to do this and make the elevator. I went ahead and did a little bit more lighting around the spawner. I had missed this spot, but this is a great find. So it looks like we have ourselves a slime chunk. Now I have to see where this is in relation to the surface, but that's great to know that we do have a slime chunk over in our base area. Alright, time for another progress update, and I do apologize that this episode is going to come out late. As you can see, the nether update did come out in between recording this episode, and I am currently holding my new netherite pickaxe. So I have been doing a bit of digging in the nether for that ancient debris, turning it into netherite scraps. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. How did I do that? I don't have any emotes. So yeah, I've just been enjoying the new update so far. And again, progress update, I placed in the water stream. For some reason, I'm still having wandering traders spawning down there with their llamas coming up. And I actually found one right here. But this is what I have. So again, the water stream, if we climb up to the top. And oh yes, I did dig a big hole right here. Eventually, I will decorate it and add it to the base. But that will come later. I just really need to get this done so I can get some XP. But there we go. This is coming up. The water stream will go here. They will fall down into the chamber. And then We have this one side. If I want to suffocate them, we press this. And again, the nice part about Bedrock Edition is we can push dispensers and pull them with sticky pistons. And oh yeah, I realized I just have my chunk borders on again. Again, just trying to dig this out. And then over on this side, if I want to turn them into drown, I press this. Just let it sit there until they finally turn, and then bam. So this is how that works. And the only other thing I have to do is to set up my switches to actually turn them off. I didn't think that through when designing this glass floor, so it's going to look a little weird, but I am going to have sticky pistons here with redstone blocks. That way I can turn the spawners on or off, because as you can tell, as I'm standing here, these are always going to stay active, which will be nice, but again, we don't always want them active. Oh, let's go back to that. Netherite. All right. Yeah, we don't always want them active, so again, we do want to have a switch to turn them on or off. Okay, it is time to give this a test, so let's go ahead and retract that. That should spawn some zombies. That should spawn some zombies. There they go. And I feel like they're moving very slow on that water stream. So they're going to go down. And I did have a test batch earlier. Now that looks like that's going to be an issue, but let's see. Oh man, they keep dropping. Oh yeah, that's not good at all. Okay. Yes, I guess that is going to be a big problem. I don't know why. Yeah, that is going to be a huge issue. Again, they are out of detection range, so thankfully they will keep spawning. But I mean, we can't have them constantly doing that, or I'm never going to see anything up here. So we have a couple coming up already. So I guess looks like one just fell to its death. Okay, I don't know why they're all facing that direction. Hopefully there's not a wandering trader or something back there. But let's go ahead and run up here. I do need to cut them off just for a second. And I don't want to burn them, so let's break this block and put that there. And okay, time for a test. So what we want to do is we want to turn them into drown. And that does look like it's above their head. But I think it should still work if I did this correctly. So we have to wait, I think, about 30 seconds before they change. Alright, there we go. They just all turn to drown. So what we do now is we turn this off. And then we want to suffocate them. And if I did the timing right, we should be able to one-punch them when it's all said and done. So, okay, two-punch. I guess that's still not bad. Oh no, it's hard to tell, but again, not requiring a bunch of effort. There we go, we cleared them all out. So yep, this thing is working the way it should. Again, I don't have this set up to a collection system just yet. And let's see how they're doing down there. I wonder if we have a nice little stack here. But needless to say, it is all working as planned. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's a good amount of them. Okay. Yeah, so wow. Okay. So at least they're collecting after a certain amount of time. So we'll go ahead and turn this off. Again, we're just doing a test run. And again, I guess the downside is we have them falling there. If anyone has any suggestions on how to correct that, I know that's kind of the issue since the update came out with this, and that was a while back, but trying to make water elevators work, yeah, that has been a difficult thing to do. That's why normally I drop them down. But if anyone has any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments below. Now, I will say the only downside to this design is that the water doesn't get to the baby zombies, but again, they can't get out, so no big deal. And it looks like I broke the block behind it, so I need to turn that into obsidian. That way when I'm hitting them with my pickaxe to mend it, yeah, I don't break it like that. I don't think I have any on me at the moment. No, this blackstone. But yep, that is the design. And I do have a tutorial on this, so for those interested on making this for yourself, a link to it will be down in the description below. and card will be popping up in the top right corner. With that being said, we are going to bring a close to today's episode, and I am currently in a creative world, and that's because we have not been able to log onto the server for the last couple of nights. Not sure what's going on, but I really wanted to get this episode out. Again, I do apologize for the delay. It did take me a bit of time to dig out the spawner, and then of course the nether update came out. So naturally, I wanted to go explore the new nether and go digging for ancient debris. And with that, we did not come up empty-handed. As you saw, I do have a netherite pickaxe on hand, and there is more netherite where that came from. Again, a very productive episode. We got ourselves a zombie/drown farm setup. We got our netherite, and we are off to a very strong start for this season. But with that being said, everyone, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later.